Technology has been transforming our existing era, and the way we look at AI has become an imbibed nature in us. We are here to talk about yet another blockbuster by one of the leaders in the automotive sector. And we're going to be introducing you something very special, something that features a lot of tech. Yes, it's the Hyundai Verna 2023, and we will be taking you through some of the most talked about advanced features of this Hyundai Verna. Well, I must tell you that this car features level 2 ADAS and tons of other safety features. Wait on, we're going to get you through this. Just hang in there. We're going to deep dive into the tech a bit more later, but for now, I'm really going to take you through how the rally car looks like and the design factor of this car. The parametric grille, which really reminds you of the Hyundai Tucson, really stands apart. Let me also take you through a bit on the side creases of this car. Now, look at this, the creasing right here and the chrome on this side of the car really sets it apart. Well, the front of the car, LED DRL band, which goes from one corner to another. That's really bold and distinctive when it comes to standing apart in the crowd. Also, when we go towards the rear, there's also another band which really looks swanky. I'm just going to show you right here around. Now, I'm sure you must be thinking that, if you want to take a day off and take your car to a very exotic location, you really need not to worry, because Hyundai Verna offers you a 528 liters of boot space, which is a house in itself. Well, also, if you're wondering and you're worried about thrown out of your house by your girlfriend or probably by your father, you really not need to worry, because this is a power pack house. Well, I've got tons of bags inside the car already. I'm sitting inside it. I can fit myself. I can probably fit my girlfriend and many more people. It's a house in itself. Well, for instance, if you're out on a road trip, you want to charge your phone and you've forgotten your wire, you can simply just put your phone right here in the panel and you can charge your phone without any issues. I've got my phone being charged. You also have the Type-C and the USB port right here. You also have a 12-watt option of plugging inside. Well, moving on to the cold and the heated seat, you have both the options for the driver and the co-passenger. I can just simply switch it on and I can give it any variation of the level of cooling or the heating capacity that I need for my passenger. Moving on towards the cluster, I have the dual setup right here. At this point in time, I can just simply switch the controller toggle button towards bringing the temperature down. I can then go towards clicking it and seek through my navigation of radio, media. I can just simply go to the maps as well, clicking right here. I don't have to reach out to the screen above. I'm going to run you through it one by one. I'm simply going to go and take you to the settings of this vehicle. You have to go towards the vehicle setting, and there are a list of features right here. Driver assistance, for instance. Now, a lot of us, while we're driving, we have this trouble and issue where the car stops itself. It's called the collision assistance, right? You can just simply go to the driving safety. You can switch off the forward safety and the lane safety right here, and the blind spot assistance, for instance, provision of warning, emergency braking when a risk of blind spot collision is detected while driving the car. You can switch it off, and you have other features like driver attention warning. Now, while we're driving the car, a lot of us do get a bit, need a bit of a shaking up warning. Now, for instance, you switch it off. You really don't have to be bothered while you're driving the car. If you're bothered about too many safety features given to you, a lot of us really do get distracted while driving the car. My father, for instance, cannot drive the car with all of these features because he really would get hassled in a city which is crowded. But of course, I want to keep all of those aspects on. I'm going to go down the list of lane safety, switching it on, taking it forward. Well, that's it for the driver assistance. The cluster right here gives you an option of taking you through the brightness, and you can simply bring up or down your brightness. Going towards the camera setting, the display content, you have options right here. You can switch off and on. I'm going to go back and take you through the ambient lighting. 64 plus ambient lighting, which is right here with a click of the button. I simply would have to go to the lighting I will then head towards switching it off and then go to ambient light options, link to drive. I will simply disconnect this, go to the colors right here. I have these pre-fed ocean blue, ice blue, jade green, orchid, etc, etc. Now I can also custom involve the lighting to impress my girlfriend. I'm going to go back and take you through some of the other options. I'm going to switch it off, for instance, and we'll go towards the door. Now this is very interesting. It gets a smart trunk option. I have a lot of heavy baggages. I have tons of things occupied. I simply would have to just go towards behind and rear of the car. We'll just stand, you would need at least about 5 to 8 meters proximity when you're approaching the car. You simply stand behind and the boot opens up automatically. Very smart feature. You can switch it off in case you're feeling that there could be a theft issue or a privacy issue. Now you really don't have to toggle through the sunroof opening button. You simply can click on this, which is a voice command, and also features a smart sunroof sensing. I can just simply voice it out and open the sunroof. I've done it manually, but it's okay. Well, I'm inside the Hyundai Verna and I'm going to take you through of its power and speed. Well, the diesel model has been discontinued. This is the 6th generation of Hyundai Verna. It was launched back in 2006, 17 years of legacy, and Verna has transformed and given it a run for the money for its competitors. Wheelbase is longer. It feels much more spacious, much more airy inside it. I've shown it, how the headroom, shoulders, and the legroom is. I'm sitting on the driver's seat. I have an electronic operated driver's seat. The co-passenger doesn't get that. What it produces is about 116 horsepower, which gives you about 143 Nm of torque, which is your Newton meters, of course. The turbo variant, on the contrary, is very peppy. Now, okay, wow, what just happened? Collision warning. Guys, this is what safety takes you through. I had somebody right in front of me. I wanted to show you this in a real time and factual basis, that there was somebody who just stopped and the car really gave the buzzer out. I'm driving this. I really didn't get my hands on the turbo variant, but this one really feels like sturdy on the road. Well, look at this. Wow. I haven't really put this on a sports mode, but I'm going to do it now. Woo! I am thrilled. This really runs like a beast. Woohoo! Polarizing design. You will hate it or probably you will love it, but you simply cannot ignore the Hyundai Verna. Well, the mid-large segment cars have a bit of a competition. Verna stands out amongst all. Honda City, I drove it myself. I loved it. Level 2 ADAS featured in Verna really gives and takes a level up above all its competitor. Whether it's Virtus or Skoda Slavia, I've driven it all. I personally like the features and the driving pleasure of Hyundai Verna. Now, after driving the Hyundai Verna, I really wanted to check out how a chauffeur-driven car really feels like. Well, I'm sitting behind and I really have a lot of space. I feel it's a very airy car. It's also got a 70 mm wheelbase, which is longer. Not really long enough in its segment, but of course, it makes a lot of difference. I have enough space in the legroom. I have enough space in the headroom. I have enough shoulder space right here, just to comfort myself. There's a cup holder right here, which has 2 cup holders. I really feel good. Also, you know what? I really feel that while you're sitting inside the car and you're going on a long trip, you really want to enjoy a theater-like car. Well, Hyundai Verna has 8 premium Bose speakers, which are located at a various location. It also features 2 tweeters right in the front. It has a subwoofer behind. Well, that's enough said. What you really need is also a bit of a privacy. I really don't have the curtains right here, curtain blinds, but what it gets is the rear curtains behind, which is manually gets fitted. Oh, well, I'm a bit uncomfortable shutting it, but I can just simply remove it just by a frickle of it. Technology and Gen Z plays a very important role. Well, we talked about the entire review of the Hyundai New Verna 2023, created a history and embarking tons and tons of features that leaves you with no disappointment. I drove it myself. I personally love the car and its styling feature. A lot of you will hate it. A lot of you will love it. I've been saying this, but you simply wouldn't be able to ignore the Hyundai Verna. The list of features that it offers really embarks and gives its competitor a lot of tough competition. I personally loved it. Why don't you guys also share and like and subscribe the video and drop in your comments. Until then, I'm your host Nitish Rampal from Exhibit. I'll see you around. Thank you.